Hi, I'm gonna do a get ready. Okay, I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I'm also gonna tie it in with the assumptions tag video because I thought about doing them separately, right? And I just don't think they'd be by themselves. They'd be a little bit vanilla. I mean, this still will be a little bit vanilla. So hi, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. The setup is weird. We're just gonna have to, you know, go with it. It's 10:30 and I'm gonna get ready for my day in isolation. I like to wear my voice. I've said this in my EYN day if you're a long time viewer. I mean, that was only a few days ago. Where is my headband? That I like to put makeup on like every other day. So sit back and relax. I did just wash my hair. Anyone with a fringe will agree with this. The only time when my fringe actually looks like a fringe, and then when I do my makeup and I put my fringe back, it's gonna live like that now. You'll see, you'll see. Yep, so welcome to my floor. Don't really have more to say about that. I screenshotted some of the assumptions. I'm just gonna go through those whilst I put my makeup on. I'm not really gonna, well, I mean, I'll kind of talk you through what I'm doing, but at the same time, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I'll link all of the things I use down in the description because it's gonna be annoying for me to keep having to like be like, literally, why is anyone subscribed? I don't know. So for my foundation, okay, I'm actually gonna tell you this part because
I feel like this is quite interesting.
So for my foundation, I take my foundation and I mix it with highlighter because I want to. Because I want to make it like glowy, you know? This foundation is like much lighter coverage. I don't know who I think I am right now, but you know what I mean. I used to have a really thick foundation, which has its pros and cons, but this is like more lighter. Can't even take myself seriously right now. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. We mixing. This is a good look, to be honest. Right, so whilst I blend her in, I'm gonna answer some of the assumptions because otherwise we're gonna be here for ages and we don't need to be, and I'm filming another video today, so let's go in. You don't like meeting viewers because it gives you anxiety. Not true. Well, kind of true in a way that meeting anyone gives me anxiety because I have anxiety. Yes, I definitely feel anxiety before I meet people. However, I have now met people that watch this channel on actually more than 2 occasions, but I like arranged like a little, I'm not gonna call it a meetup because that's gross and it's just not that, but I arranged like a meal, I guess, twice, and I met like a few of the people that have supported me, and it was so nice. And obviously I get anxiety before that because I don't know, it's quite scary. I always worry that I'm like, not that I am fake, I promise I'm not fake, but like I always worry that I'm gonna like come off different in person. By the way, now I am taking this brush. So this is where you can start to see that I am not a professional. Alright, okay, I ran out of anything to do with my eyebrows, so I take like, this is my eyeshadow palette, which we will get onto later, but I take the brown from it, and I use that to do my eyebrows, so, okay. I don't know why I've done my eyebrows now, actually. We're gonna go with the concealer. Do-da, do-da. Why is that in my head? I do not know. You've been cheated on more than once. So I'm gonna say yes, but it's dependent on what you class as cheating. I'm not gonna go in any more detail because I don't think we need to kind of delve into that kind of area. But yes. You've had crushes on YouTubers that you've ate like? Yeah. You are weird. You are not wrong. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like the weirdest. I want to say egg in the basket, but I don't think I'm the weirdest egg in the basket, but I'm not like, I wouldn't say, I don't know, unique. You're the mum friend. Okay, so wait, before I say that, this is how upsetting, and my brush is way too big. So I squidge it and then, you know the drill. Go in what's this called? The cheekbones. Who knew I needed to concentrate so much to do this? What was I saying? Oh, mum of a friend. I would say depending on the situation. If I am not drinking, I would say yes. If I am drinking, I would say a big fat no, because I am a nightmare. I'm gonna do my eyebrows because it's annoying me that I've only got one eyebrow, and we'll come back to the face. You're a little bitchy to people you don't know well, or you don't get along with new people easily. I am slightly offended. I hope I don't come across like that, Jesus. No, I assume you eat very healthy outside of what you show us. This is interesting. Let's unpack this. So I think in general on social media, you're never going to see the true aspect of how someone eats. Now, personally, I like to be as honest as possible in what I ever show. However, I do think that whether it's like a conscious decision on decision or not, I think, myself included, people will change how they eat when they've got a camera in front of them. But if it's not like, it's not necessarily me wanting to change that. I'm gonna film what I eat in a week, I think, because it'll be more representative of what I eat. Some days I'll just like snack all day and I won't eat 3 meals, and so in that way I think when you film what I eat in a day, I'm like, oh, I need to have lunch. So that's the only way it will change. In terms of being healthier, like, no, I don't alter what I show at all. I would never like just show all the times I'm eating potato waffles and beans and leave out all the salads. Like, I show a mix. Even on my Instagram stories I'll post salads or my potato waffles, or I won't at the same time. Like last night, I literally for dinner I had beans, I cut up sausages in the beans, and I had potato waffles. I did take a picture, I just didn't post it anywhere. In answer to your question, I would say no, I don't eat healthier outside of what I show on social media. I have done my eyebrows. You know, they're sisters, not twins. Every time I go and get my eyebrows done, which is not very often, she's always like, you have one eyebrow that's much raised, and I'm like, okay, thanks. So they always try and like bring it down. I can't find my other brush, but what you will also realise from this is that I don't have many utensils. So we're going to use the same brush, go in with, what's this called? Blush. I'm really into blush at the moment because I think it looks really cute. So we're just going to go in with this colour, which is like an orangey kind of one. And on the cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with a different colour, probably this one, and do just a little bit more. Hello, Nelly! I'm recording. So we're going to take the bronzer again and go a little bit more deep in the, honestly, not sure what I'm saying, but that's what I'm doing. This is the highlighter palette I have. It's so cute. Many a colour. I like the gold one. Are you ready? You mean you can't see it? Oh, you still can't see it. Okay, and then just under the eyebrows. Okay, so before I do the nose, I am going to add freckles, because I do have freckles, but they're hidden and they're just not as prominent as I would like them. I don't have like an actual thing to use, so I tend to use whatever I can find. So you're gonna have to just bear with me. This is an art form. So I have one freckle here, which is tiny. You can't even really see it. Am I focused? I can't even, there we go. Here, which is tiny, but we like to bring her out like a little Marilyn Monroe moment. I have another freckle here, just on my nose. I have one here, and then one like here, and then I just put the rest of them in wherever. So that's probably why if you ever see my photos, my freckles are always different. I'm gonna have to. Okay, we're back, and you can't really tell. I'm hoping you can't really tell too much, because if you look really close, they look really bad, so that's fine. So that's why we're gonna go for a little bit more of a further away moment. Okay, so now I've done that, then I'm gonna go in with the highlighter and highlight my nose at the bottom and like here. Okay, let's keep going with the assumptions, because otherwise this is gonna get long and boring. You lost your virginity to a friend. Yes, it was in my first relationship, and we are friends. We were friends, so yes. You got your heart broken by a guy, and now you're nervous to start a new relationship. No, and yes. I'm not necessarily nervous to start a new relationship, I just don't want to start a new relationship. There are several reasons why I don't want to start a relationship and why I'm not looking for a relationship. Partly due to my previous relationships, but also partly due to time, and I'm not really in the place to look for a new relationship right now. Yeah, moving on. I am going to do my eyeshadow. So this, so this is the palette I use. I showed it in my what I eat today. I know it was weird, and now I've got to work out what look to go for today. In my last one I did like a purple moment. I haven't done a pink moment, but I don't know if that's going to be too like crazy. If I do brown and pink, is that going to be gross? And why am I asking you? Like, you can respond. I think it will be gross. We could just go for more of a subtle look today. I don't know, I'm not really into that though. I'm just gonna do a pink. So I'm gonna go, what am I gonna go in with? This is why I don't do this, because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Candid Candy Floss. And I'm just gonna go. If I think about it too much, I'll change my mind. Like, she's very light, so I'll start in that corner and like work through, do you know what I mean? You can't really see it. This is what I do every single time. I'm gonna go in with Tutti Frutti. We're gonna go with it. And I'm using the same brush, by the way, because I don't have that many brushes. So we just kind of tap her off. That's why I do both eyes at the same time as well. Oh, may have been a bad idea. So while I keep doing this, I'm gonna answer another question. So these are two that they kind of relate to each other. So one of them is you don't want to have to constantly talk about your eating disorder, and the other one says you still struggle with it at times. So I think I've spoken about it before. I've definitely spoken about it on my Instagram. So go follow my Instagram. Why do I literally look like I'm just stepping out of Spice Girls right now? The way I see it, I put what I put on social media to help others, sharing my story and doing my fear food videos and things like that. Now, I wouldn't say I'm drifting away from it, however, it's not the main focus of my channel, and although I want to help other people, I don't want to be defined by that. Now, you have to remember that it's been almost 5 years since I left treatment for my eating disorder, so that doesn't mean that I was recovered 5 years ago, don't get me wrong, because medical treatment does not define your recovery. However, when I was like deep in my eating disorder was when I was 17, which is now almost 6 years ago. If I had never spoken about it online, people wouldn't necessarily look at me in the same way that they look at me now. Because I have been open about it, people are very quick to make an assessment on me now based on that. Not that it happens very often, to be fair, but like when I get comments like, you're not eating enough, you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. If I'd never spoke about having an eating disorder in the past, people wouldn't pass that judgment. But because I've spoke about it and been very vocal about it, people then think they have that ability to judge me based on that. Before I move on, I'm going to go in with another colour. We're going to go in with Tutti Frutti. Oh wait, no, did I just do that? Oh, have I got different colours on different eyes? And there's to not paying attention. Should I go into red? I'm gonna go into red. I'm gonna go into head over heels. Yeah? Oh, she's strong. She's a strong pink look, but that's what we're gonna go for today. That's the look of isolation. Hello? Yeah, sorry. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I think if I'd never spoke about it before, people wouldn't have the ability to sort of judge me based on that. So although like it's not like I don't want to talk about it anymore, because I still do want to raise awareness. However, you can be put in a box. People call me a recovery channel and I'm not. I hope this isn't going to come across wrong because I don't want it to. However, personally to me, I would not consider myself a recovery channel because I'm not in recovery. Although I was in recovery 4 or 5 years ago, I'm more than that in the same way that anyone is more than their eating disorder or their past. Me trying to help people and trying to speak about it has then put me in this category that I'm now in. I'd never ever be annoyed at anyone referring to me like that because I do want to help others. When you are trying to be more than that, it is hard when people do associate you with just that. Am I making sense? I don't even know if I am making sense. I'm going back in with the like silvery moment. Candy floss, and I've mixed in angel cake to like get more of a shimmer. You can kind of tell. So it is hard to try and get that balance of wanting to help people but also not wanting to be defined by that, and that's why I don't do fear food videos very often. Although like thinking of like YouTube, they are my most popular videos, and you know, if I wanted to gain loads of subscribers and I wanted to make money, I would do those more often. I don't want to be just that. Like I feel like I am much more than just my eating disorder that I had. I think I've just rambled like crazy, but it's a tricky topic to cover. And like, I guess the other point is like, although I am here to sort of help people, and you know, it was my decision to put it online in the first place, I never had to do that. But like, it's been so long for me that it's not necessarily, it's not that it's hard to give advice, but you know, when people ask me specific questions about me, it's been 5-6 years that it's not like I can't relate, but that's so long ago that I can't necessarily remember explicit examples of things. Like my ability to give advice is probably much lower than someone that's, you know, more recently experienced it. Or, you know, I think because people like, because I have a somewhat of a following, which even then small, but because I have that, people think that I am all knowledgeable and that I've been able to do all these things and I'm so inspiring and stuff. In reality, I'm not. Like I'm just speaking to a camera about certain topics, and although I do think it needs to be addressed more, I think I wouldn't say I'm like any better than anyone else that's gone through it or is currently suffering. And I think it is an issue when people put people on this big pedestal just based on their following. I'm not saying that you do that, but you know what I mean. That was just a massive ass ramble. So long story short, I'm not entirely sure I like the pink, but that's the look we've gone for today. See what I mean about the fringe now? Like I've lost the ability to use that. I just realised I have a Zoom meeting with all my class later and I'm gonna look like this. That's freaking great. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. Do we do eyeliner? I kind of can't be bothered, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so this is the final look. We're really pink. I'm now going to go film another video, and it's now much later in the day. Give you a big ass clue. The video that I'm filming for Sunday, how can I give this a clue? What does it include? It includes good food. I'm gonna say childhood again, but it's not childhood faves because I did that last week, but it's like childhood related. That's the best clue you're gonna get. I need to put an outfit on, so I'm wearing a pink cardigan, which is cute. I think it's my mum's actually, to be fair, it's not mine. And then my top, which I made the other day. If you haven't seen that video, then go and watch that video. And yeah, so we're going real pink right now. I literally live in these trousers at the moment. They're like comfy, but like, anyway. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I apologize, I feel like it was a little bit all over the place, but I feel like all of my videos kind of are. Yeah, thanks, subscribe, like, and yeah, see you in the next one.